Just as our stomachs get to rumbling, we receive a lucky call from Lisa, one of our island guides, inviting us to Saturday supper at her mom's house. We're across the island in 15 minutes flat, and that includes stopping for cattle. Tell them your name. Say who you are.
My name is Aurora Burkle-Joe.
And you're a cook. You're a home cook.
A home cook.
You're a home cook.
Yes.
In St. Martin, and you were going to teach me how to make fungi.
Fungi with okra.
Fungi with okra.
And boiled fish.
And boiled fish. What kind of fish are we going to boil?
I have red snappers.
Red snappers, which seems to be a very, very popular fish on
the island.
There's no one in this house that's very tall, are there? Because if so, it'd be like, oh.
And this was the 2 cups of fresh okra that I cut up, and I saute it in some butter, onions, and garlic.
Okay.
And then when I'm ready to cook the fungi, I'll pour some more water, a little salt, and just stir it in. You wet the cornmeal.
Now, are you going to use a fungi stick?
Oh, I just use a spoon.
You don't have a, because there's a special stick.
Yeah.
So really, you don't have to let it sit very long once the first moisture goes in. It's just...
No, it's just to wet it to make it a little more easier. Otherwise, it lumps when it's dry.
That's probably what it prevents, too. What does it mean, fungi?
Cornmeal. Cornmeal.
Just cornmeal. While stirring our cornmeal, the girls bring up some other of their favorite Food Network stars. Who?
Rachel Ray.
I haven't heard of her.
No?
That must only be in the Caribbean.
No! It's on your show.
I don't know her.
Emerald also have
Emerald, of course. I know Emerald, but
Rachel?
No. Having conquered fungi, Lizzie Ann, the youngest lady of the house, attempts to school me in the ways of the tamarind pod. Okay. Okay. Can I try another?
Yeah.
Okay, here. What are we going to do with tamarind today?
We're going to make a juice, tamarind juice.
Tamarind juice. I love tamarind juice.
It's a nice, refreshing drink for you guys.
Beverages are a big part of the whole Caribbean thing,
yes,
right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
How's that? Did I do all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it? Well, thank goodness for that. I did all the tamarind. Tamarind's all done. Thank goodness. Now what do we do with it?
You gotta
pour hot water over it.
Hot water?
Yeah.
How long?
Just leave it sit over so then it can make some type of juice kind of thing.
After the tamarind comes the blaff, a traditional fish dish that I'm being entrusted with even though I've never made it. It starts with garlic sauteed in margarine of all things. Then comes onions, some green peppers, that gets cooked down. Then some red peppers come to the party, that gets cooked down. Then we add some water along with seafood stock, which comes in cartons around here. Then a little bit of thyme, actually that's a lot of thyme, and a curious little chili that they call a seasoning chili. It'll come out later. Aurora then lays on the fish, little bitty snappers, which she has deeply gashed across the body. But before these get cooked, she gives the broth a little taste. Of course, I would have done that before the fish went in. She adds a little salt, and this stuff will be boiled, and I do mean boiled, for at least an hour. As for the tamarind, after steeping, the pods are strained and sugar, water, vanilla essence, and ice are added to the concentrated juice.
Did you see my beautiful mango tree?
Let's go out and look at your mango tree. Can we do that right before supper? If there is any botanical possession that I wish I could have, it would be a mango tree. I think mango trees are just about the most beautiful trees in the world. But you know, you can't climb on them because the latexy sap just under the bark is makes you itch, gives you rashes. I'm going to make Aurora a lele stick, the traditional fungi stirring stick of the Caribbean. I don't know if there are ramifications out of making it out of mango, but like most good colonial powers, I'll be long gone before the ramifications of my actions come fully to bear. I'll just get the bark off. While we were walking around next to your mango tree, a big stick fell out of the tree onto our sound man, Mike, but he's okay. And so I remembered about bâton lele, or lele stick for stirring fungi, so I mentioned it. You brought the cassava. Well, you tell us everything that you've got here.
This is cassava. This is boiled fish. You have some sweet potato. We have some fungi with okra and some fungi with spinach.
And you've already sliced it.
As we say in Dutch, smakelijk eten.
Bon appetit.
Smakelijk eten.
Smakelijk eten?
Eten.
Eten. Smakelijk eten.
Yeah.
That's
Bon
Dutch.
appetit, that's Dutch. And bon appetit
Smakelijk
is French.
Yes, that one I've heard before. Bon appetit. And thus begins our first real home-cooked meal. Everything's great, but I have to say there are two standouts. First, there's the fungi, which is a lot like polenta, only tighter and with a lot of herbs, and of course the okra, which is nice. And then there's the blaff, which, like a true stew, is a perfectly balanced chord where no single note can be detected. It's like a mouthful of fishy harmony, if that makes any sense. After the feast, we retire to the kitchen for a local libation. Colombier, guava berry. That's that village that's up in the hills, right?
It's a unique berry that's not grown too many places in the Caribbean.
Well, why would somebody make rum out of it?
It can ferment itself.
If you take one berry from the tree and eat it, not really eat because I have a seed, but bite it. Oh, you're going to feel within 5 minutes.
These are, needless to say, very popular trees.
Yes, but it takes a very long time to grow. It takes at least an average of 5 years before it can bear the fruit.
It's pretty strong.
That smells kind of strong.
It is strong.
So, how do we serve this so we don't get the berries?
Here's the guava berry lady.
Here's the guava berry lady.
I just know it's good.
Okay, that looks like syrup.
Even you can eat it after, so it's okay if you get some.
He didn't want the guava berry.
So who else is gonna try it?
Because you're gonna add more rum to it.
Yeah.
Don't drink
So
it
try
too
it like
fast.
that.
I'm not gonna drink too fast.
Not one shot. No.
Oh, you have to sip it.
Sip it.
It's a sipping
I'm
drink.
sipping it. Where I come from, that's a sip. So why is it from Colombina so much
You
better?
know why? Because Colombia is like a little rainforest.
So
Yes.
I should eat one of these.
Yes.
Only one.
Oh, I got two.
If you feel it burning, just have a piece of cake. You'll be
You see the
fine.
heat?
I don't feel any burning.
No, yeah, that's good.
There's no burning. It's too sweet. I'm sitting in a nice kitchen with nice people, and I'm not having to wash any dishes. She wouldn't let me wash any dishes.
So what?
Did you enjoy the cake?
I did.
Okay.
I did, and I very much like this.
Like yours?
So, how often do you guys eat like this? Make this kind of meal and have this many people over to share at the table and watch her pick every molecule of flesh off of a fish bone?
This is a tradition on Saturdays. Mostly Saturdays.
That's today.
St. Martin has fish and fungi and that type of stuff.
When Feasting on Waves returns, a 3-hour tour. Drink more guava berry!
Guava berry.